All right, I've hit record and we are good to go. So, thank you for your email. I got it the other week and I think I rang you once, but I missed you. But anyway, it's good to chat.
That was my fault.
No, that's all good. So, tell me about yourself. Jasmine, you live in the Port Macquarie area, yeah?
Yeah, I do. So, I'm born and bred here.
Yep.
And I think it was around 15 years old, actually, when I seen him. Well, I'm pretty sure it was Thylacine.
Yep, and how long ago would that be?
I'm 26 now.
So about 10 years ago or something.
A fair few years ago, because I was with my dad, who's seen it as well.
Okay.
But he hadn't heard the noises I heard, because he's deaf.
Oh, okay. What sort of noises did you hear?
Like a coughing type of bark. So I've grown up on a farm, so I know what wild dogs sound like, especially when they're communicating with each other. They have a yipping, barking sound, whereas this, never heard it before, and it gave me nightmares.
Yeah, okay.
That was a dry, coughing bark with a bit of a yip in it.
And did that happen at the same time that you saw the animal?
Yes, I heard it before I seen it.
Ah, so tell me about the day. What happened?
So my father and I was off school sick. Famous last words, sick. I was very not wanting to go to school because I had a pretty shit high school experience.
Sure.
So I stayed home and my dad and I decided to go for a walk trying to find deer, as we did kill our own meat for food.
Yep.
So we were looking for deer. So I'm just trying to roll a cigarette while talking.
That's all right, mate. No worries.
So where we live backs onto behind an airport into the bush.
Yep.
And where we were walking, we went past a helipad, and then it goes straight into the bush.
Yep.
So this road that we went on, I've seen a lot of animals along there. Animals that they thought were extinct, and we ended up finding like a very small type of Lewin's rail. Turns out we still had that. We had magpie geese. We had hog deer there at my farm as well.
Wow.
A lot of weird things. So we went for a walk, and it was around lunchtime. And when we were walking around, I heard that noise that I described to you first.
Yep.
And I was trying to take it back, and I turned to Dad. I'm an idiot, I will admit to that, and sometimes I forget my dad is fully deaf. He was born deaf.
Yep.
So I had to ask him, did he hear it? Now, my dad had a hearing dog, which was Bundy. He was a Alaskan Malamute. He's the one that heard it as well as I did, and I remember distinctively, I can't talk today, distinctively him getting very defensive, but at the same time cowering.
Yep.
That's how it And I was very taken back, because this dog has put himself between a red belly snake once and me to protect me. So I was very taken back as to why he was acting this way.
Yep.
And I heard it again as we started walking back towards the house on a very dirt road. One side is swamp, the other side is the bush. I have photos, and I'm happy to go back there and get more photos. And I remember running ahead of my father and stopping dead in my tracks because I seen an animal come out of the bush staring straight at me. And I freaked out from the look of it, because to me, it was something I've never seen before.
Yeah.
I've seen our station cross dogs, and I've seen a whole heap of weird breeded dingo crosses at my house on the property. And this, for me, was something I've never seen before. I thought it was an alien, I'm not going to lie. It was not a mangy-looking animal either.
Yep.
It was healthy. Its back legs reminded me of a roo leg.
Yep.
Of roo legs. Except for its face looked like a dog's face, but at the same time kind of mixed with a cat's face, if that makes sense.
Yep.
It was very, very weird. So it stopped and had looked at me. Where's my lighter? It stopped and looked at me, and then it started walking as my dad got up closer. It didn't seem bothered by us at all. And I've never told anybody this, as when my dad and I had told my mum, she told us not to, because she knows about the thylacine and whatnot, and she's always said, if you ever see one, don't tell scientists, because she does they'll do things to them, and you don't want to make them go extinct.
Yeah, sure.
So does my whole family.
Sure, okay.
I just dropped my phone, I'm so sorry. When we seen this, when we had seen it, sorry, I'm trying to look lighter at the same time as talking. Can't multitask today. So when we had seen it, I turned back to my dad because I started instantly getting scared. I was 15 years old. I didn't know what I was looking at. And it scared me.
How far away from you were it?
It was probably 10 to 20 metres away from us. It was very close proximity.
Middle of the day, broad daylight, clear as a bell.
I seen it clear as day.
Okay, so how long had you been staring at it before you realised that you needed to backpedal a bit?
Probably 5 minutes, because I know the next day afterwards, my entire family, like my mum as well, came with us, and we went for another walk, and she seen something but wouldn't tell anybody what it was, and just told us to get the hell out of there fast.
Okay.
And I remember seeing weird dog plus brew prints.
Okay, so have you got photographs of these prints, have you?
No, I don't.
Okay, you said before you got photographs. What of?
No, so I've got photographs of the bushlands.
Okay, cool. In the area.
Sorry.
Have you had many kangaroos or wallabies there mutilated in a strange way?
Yes.
What was
So
the
we
mutilation?
have heaps of like pretty face wallabies, swamp wallabies, and we've even had I've seen the occasional, like, what are they called? The red brews. What are they called? I cannot think right now.
Like red
Like
kangaroos?
Yeah. Like the big
Not
red-
Euros. Is it rocky up through that country?
Yes.
Yeah, they might be Euros.
So out the back where we were walking,
Okay.
there's a really rocky type of hill.
Yep.
So, and we also live near the Walker Mountain as well.
So you and your dad spot this thing. What happens next?
We just stood there looking at it, trying to work out what the heck we're looking at. Because I even turned to him, I was like, "Are you seeing this?" And he just kept staring and nodded at me. And then it walked off into the swamp, very slowly, very, like it didn't give a shit type of... Oh, Jesus, I almost got hit by a car. It acted like it wasn't afraid.
Yep.
Whereas most wild dogs, they will be very afraid of you.
Yeah, they bolt like
The
foxes.
amount
They
of
bolt
times
really
that
quick.
I've been hunting and we've had them come out of nowhere and they've seen us and they've all scattered as soon as they've seen human.
Yep.
Whereas this thing didn't seem to have a care in the world. The way it walked was very weird. It looked like it was a roo, and at the same time a dog, because it had a walk jump type of
Okay.
thing to it.
Yeah, weird gait.
That's the way I can describe that.
Yeah, it's like it's hopping with the back feet but running
Yeah.
with the front feet.
Yep, I was very confused. That's why it made me go, "What is that?" when I first seen it, because of that. How it was walking.
Yeah, they have a really peculiar... Everybody I speak to, virtually everyone mentions that.
So it was very weird the way I can't even say if it was walking or if it was running. It was just very weird the way it walked, run, jumped.
And it wasn't in a real hurry, it was just sort of ambling along.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link to a video of an animal from South Australia, and I reckon when you see it, you'll say that's exactly how it was walking.
Yeah. So once we got in home, Dad and I literally sat down for a coffee, and we were just looked at each other and then had a couple of drinks, and we just looked at each other again. We're like, "What was that we just seen?" And we were probably there talking for an hour, trying to work out and understand what we'd seen. And then when my mum had gotten home from work, we told her what we had seen, and she instantly pulled up a photo. And when I can give you the exact description of what it looked like. So it was a very sandy coloured animal.
Yep.
It had to me it looked like roo type of fur. So it wasn't fluffy, I can't even say roo type of fur. It was fluffy but it wasn't, but it was long.
Like coarse hair.
And you could see the black, coarser hair. So I can't talk today. My mind's a scramble from work. And you could see black markings on its back. I never really got a good glance. My dad did, and he claims that there was stripes on the back.
Okay.
Leading all the way down to the tail.
Yep.
It wasn't just like tiny stripes. They were big, thick stripes.
Like bands.
Yeah. I remember he had a bit of white on his chest and a little bit on his mouth.
Okay, yep.
But then we went, the next day, like I said, we went all walking. Mum seen something, told us to get the hell out of there. And
in the same
back,
spot.
We just found we found random
Footprints.
Sorry. No, we actually found random dead animals.
Okay, and what was...
Someone walked past me as I went to stay there. I'm like, you're going to look at me weird. It was a dead roo, and then way up further, I noticed there was a dead wallaby.
With their heads missing?
Yep.
Okay.
And I do remember a lot of times we had randomly chooks go missing, and
Yep.
when we did found them, the heads were gone.
Yep.
But we always thought maybe it was a quoll.
Well,
'Cause I know
quolls will
quolls
do
like
that.
eating heads.
Yeah, quolls will do that, but they'll kill all your chickens, and they'll sit there and drink all the blood and just sit there high on it, literally just gorge themselves on blood and just sit there like a stunned mullet.
Yeah.
I've had that reported a few times with quolls when they get in the chicken house. They don't actually run away all the time.
Whereas for a roo to be decapitated,
Yeah.
the way that it was gruesomely done too, it wasn't done by a hunter.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way a hunter would do that. When you kill an animal and you take its head, it's clean cut.
Yeah.
Whereas this was just very
Chewed
ripped
off.
apart.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically.
Are you still on the property?
No, I'm not. I end up moving. After that, a lot of weird things started happening around my house. Because of that, I kept on feeling like something wasn't right, and that I was getting followed by something every time I would go out bush, because I love going out bush. That for me is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
I'm a bush person. I love being in the bush, whereas being there now,
Are your mum and
I
dad
refuse
still
to
there?
go into the bush. No, they're not. They travel in Australia.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. But you obviously still live up in that region, so it's not that far for you. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. When you saw this thing, if you compared it to the size of a dog, how big would you say it was?
To be honest with you, it's the size of a dog, but not that much. So I had a Catahoula Cross Kelpie, and Bunny was also a medium-sized dog. Both of them were, and it was slightly smaller than both of them.
Okay.
And just the outline of it, though, it looked very, very healthy.
Yep.
Whereas wild dogs in that area, whenever
Usually
we've
look
been
thin.
hunting,
Yeah.
were disgusting.
Yeah.
And I felt bad a fair few times because I almost ran over one.
Yep. Do you get a lot of mangy wild dogs or mangy foxes in the area?
We have.
Yep.
So we have a lot of them.
But generally they look unhealthy and gaunt because of the mange?
Yes.
They don't look solid
Whereas
and muscly.
You can tell the difference between a mangy-looking animal, especially a dog or a fox, compared to what we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the
something
point I
I've
wanted
never
to
seen.
find there. Yeah,
And
exactly.
you can tell for a fact it was not a mangy-looking animal.
Yep. Ah, that's awesome.
So
Excellent.
I'm happy to go back there if you need me to try and put up my game cameras and whatnot.
Oh, have you got game cameras, have you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, excellent.
For when
Look,
I go pigging.
by all means, do that.
So I'll try and get some more photos and whatnot.
Yeah, if you can, just go out there and see if you can find any prints or headless roos or whatever, and whatever photos you can get would be appreciated. But just, if you find any prints, always put a scale in there of some sort.
Yeah.
Even if it's just
Yeah,
a
I will.
50-cent piece, it doesn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, that'd be great.
Thank you so much for that, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to call you back.
Oh, that's all right. No drama.
Have
We're
fun,
all
yeah.
busy. We're all busy. I've been meaning to call you back because you seem keen in your email, so I thought I'll just got to get you at the right time. So,
See, I wasn't expecting to be going out west pigging, and next thing you know, I was like, oh, random, I'm going pigging for 2 weeks.
did you get many?
We got around 15
That's not bad.
over the 2 weeks.
Are they for the plate or are they just to get rid of pigs?
No, so on the property that I went to, they've completely destroyed the farmers' crops,
Yep. So they have to get them out.
Yeah, he's been growing cotton, and he's also got a heap of beef cattle on there.
Okay. Is this whereabouts is this? Is this out past Newcastle or something?
No, so it's out near Narrabri.
Oh, Narrabri. You're out there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I went to is called Weewar.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Narrabri.
The pigs were also destroying this farmers and livestock as well.
Yeah, absolutely, they would be.
I can't think right now. My brain's scrambled. They have what's called birthing areas.
Yep.
And they lost over 200 baby calves to pigs just going along and,
just
throwing their head and
smashing them. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you got to get onto that.
Come out,
So were you shooting or were you spotlighting? What were you doing?
using dogs.
Oh, okay, yep. Trapping them down and shooting them.
Yeah.
Excellent. Ah, that sounds like a adventure in itself.
It is. So I was like, oh no, I forgot about this.
I got another mate out that way, Jamie, who's a farrier, and he travels around a fair bit, and he saw one. Oh, I can't remember exactly where it was. It's out east of Dubbo, out in that country up there, sort of out past Tamworth, I think. Hey?
Are you talking about the Pilliga?
No, it wasn't in the Pilliga. No, there's a lot of strange things in the Pilliga. Yeah, my old man was a truckie, and he wouldn't sleep in the Pilliga.
Yeah, no, the first time I went in there, a lot of weird things happened. It was like 2 in the morning and I refused to go back there.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. No, that's black fella country out there. That white fella should have never messed with that area. There's some strange things go on in there. There's yowies, there's all sorts of weird shit.
Weird.
Yeah, the Pilliga.
I've seen and heard in the Pilliga, I was kind of very like, okay, I'm not going there again.
Yeah, my dad was a truckie. We used to do Adelaide, Brisbane.
Yeah.
So we used to go up. We'd take Mitsubishis up on the car carrier and we'd bring Holdens and stuff back. It was usually Tiranas and Geminis in those days because they used to be made in Brisbane back in those days in the 80s.
Yeah.
And, I saw all that country a lot growing up as a kid. It's beautiful out there. I love Western New South Wales.
I love it.
It's sort of desert, but it's not desert. It's sort of on the brink of being desert.
Yeah.
But
that is true. Which is why it's so nice.
Yeah. Some of those little rocky outcrops. Yeah, those little rocky mountains out there in the middle of the plains are stunning. There's tigers out there. We had a really good sighting out there. I think it was late last year, middle of last year. The truckie saw one out there in broad daylight.
Oh, wow.
Near a dam. It's on our YouTube channel somewhere. I interviewed him last year, I think it was. Late last year, early this year. But yeah, it would have been last year he saw it. So they're still out there in that country.
Well, after my experience, I most definitely do believe in them. Yeah,
well, we've actually, in the last, say, 3.5 years, we've had about 6 sightings in the Port Macquarie area. So, they're obviously in that hinterland, and there's lots of strange critters as well up in Barrington Tops, up there.
Oh my God. Just as you said that, I just remembered when we were in the Barrington Tops camping.
Yeah.
I've seen snow in my entire life, so my ex had taken me up there to see snow. I remember we were camping, and we both woke up, and I know what a fox sounds like. You know how everyone's like, what does foxes sound like? They have a weird bark yip.
Yeah.
They make some weird ass noises, that's for sure, because I remember my ex freaked the hell out when he heard it. I was like, that's a fox. And then the next sound we heard was the exact same sound that I just explained to you, that dry cough yip.
Yep. I can send you a audio version of that too, from South Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll send you a couple of links when I get back together as a text message or in an email, whatever happens first. And let me know if you think that was on the money for what you experienced.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you so much for that.
That's all right, mate. No worries. Oh, no, that's no dramas. And look, if you do get out there by any chance and you find anything, get some shots. That'd be great.
I will.
Awesome. All right.
Thank you.
Happy pigging.
I will.
Cheers.
All right. Bye.
Ta-da.